Konnichiwa, it's me, Baylor Face, and Skippy! Hey, now I know a lot of you may be thinking, Baylor Face, you were a little overzealous last week when I predicted the Kansas State game. You know, as many of you know, I predicted a 72-24 victory for the Bears.
Yeah, I thought that was a little high myself. But there was some extenuating circumstances. I mean, how was you to know that the government was going to be on some slowdown? And that had to affect the boys, not knowing if government programs are going to be continually passed or not.
Yeah, well, not only that, but if you divide those 72 points by 2, and you subtract 1 point, and I'm just talking 1 point, you know what you come up with?
What?
Smack dab, you come up with 35. Predicted it right. Now, what I don't want is people to go, oh, Baylor Face, hey, you were so far off, okay? I think I nailed it again.
You certainly have a good way of picking scores, Baylor Face.
Yeah. Well, this week we're going to concentrate on Iowa State.
Hey, ain't we going to have something special on tonight's program? I mean, somebody, you're going to call them on the, who's my train of thought?
The telephone.
The telephone, that's it.
Yeah. We're having a phone interview with one of the Cyclone coaches tonight. One of the coaches will be checking in with us.
Cyclones? I don't think it's the Cyclones. If I did my homework correctly, I think they's the Eastern Goldfinches. There's the Eastern Goldfinches. I checked on this. That's a crazy name.
Skippy. No, I think that's the Iowa State bird.
No. Neither one of us is right. It's the Hawkeye State.
Well, it is the Hawkeye State, but you see, Iowa University has that mascot. The team that we're playing is going to be called the Cyclones, and one of their coaches will be checking in with us all the way from Ames, Iowa.
Well, suit yourself, but I still think they's the Hawkeyes.
Gosh.
Is he the head coach?
No.
Is he the offensive coordinator?
No.
Is he the defensive coordinator?
No. She deals with substitution.
Prostitution? Skippy, this is a family show. We can't have no prostitution on this show. And besides, you don't need no coordinator for that. You need a regulator for that.
Skippy, I said substitution, not prostitution.
Oh.
She's a substitution coach. Okay?
Oh,
she makes sure the coaches put in the right players at the right time.
That's different. Yeah. Well, that's a relief, I guess. But when you say she, it sounds to me like you're talking about a woman.
Well, yeah, she's the first female coach for football in the Big 12, maybe in the nation. Now, let me see if I can get her name. It was Sandra Fluke. Sandra Fluke. No, Sandra Fluke. Hey, gotta be careful how you say that, huh?
Be careful with that.
Let me see if I can get her on the line. Sandra Fluke.
Women shouldn't be coaching no football, Baylor Face. They can't coach. See if she's there.
Hello, Sandra Flucky here. Is this Baylor Face?
Oh, yeah, it is Baylor Face. And Skippy.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Skippy, and greetings from Iowa State, home of the mighty Cyclones.
Now, Sandra, how are the Iowa State guys adjusting to a female coach? I mean, that must be a little different for them.
Well, we do things a little differently at Iowa State. You see, I believe that guys need to be in touch not only with their masculinity, but also with their inner femininity. You guys won't admit it, but you all have that quality.
Say what? I mean, so what exactly do you do?
Yeah.
Well, if the offensive line coach wants to substitute a player, I check and make sure that everyone, first off, has had an equal amount of playing time.
Whoa, okay, so let me see if I've got this correct. Now, so let's just say coach wants to put player A in at right tackle. So what you're telling me is that you may not let him go in because maybe player B hasn't had enough playing time?
Yeah.
That's right, Baylor Face. Let's say player C played some last game, but it wasn't quality time. It was mop-up time. Well, player C would be well within his rights to demand that player M or even player K turn over some of their prime time next time out. I mean, against Washington Tech last week.
You mean Texas Tech?
I mean Texas Tech last week. Our punter, he played quarterback the whole second half.
Oh, well, hails bells on that one, huh, Skippy? Wow. Well, it's easy to see why Iowa State's program continues to circle in the toilet bowl in the Big 12. You know what I'm saying?
She needs to get her head on right, Baylor face.
Let me tell you something, Sandra. This game is going to get ugly. You know, I heard your quarterback, Richardson or Robertson or whatever his name is, I heard your coach say, hey, he don't even know what the word fear is. But I've heard him in some interviews, and there's a lot of words he don't know. He dumb. You definitely don't know what the word winning is. I can't help but notice that your first game you lost to a team named UNI or Uni or...
Uni.
Yeah. And I don't know if they were the Wolfcats or the Bears, but that wasn't a real football team, and you guys lost to them.
Candy waste.
Yeah. And now you're going to come into our field on homecoming, right? You're going to come into Waco and face the #1 offense in the nation, led by the Dolphin mind himself, Art Briles. You got to be crazy. You know, Skippy, people making a big deal this week about University of Oregon,
Oregon,
and breast awareness,
yes,
and that they're wearing these pink hats and pink shoes.
Yes, I heard this.
But why I don't understand is why it's not a bigger story that I think Iowa State this week is going to be wearing pink panties.
Sounds like their program.
That kind of sounds like they play sissy football, you know.
Well, I've never been so humiliated in all my life.
Well, you know what? I think it's better we just say goodbye, Sandra. And don't let the door hit your butt on the way out, Sandra.
Sandra.
Oh man. What? Well, that was pretty stinking rude. Goodbye.
She cussed you out.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I tell you what, Baylor face, that's one fan base we ain't never going to bandwagon to.
Never.
They ain't ever going to win the games.
She might as well go back to Ole Miss. You know, that's where she started from.
Yeah,
she was in charge of making excuses when their team lost. You know?
Full-time job there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We gotta talk about next week. Next week, you know who we're going to be playing? We're going to be playing another team that's another one of those backwards programs. We're playing the Kansas Jayhawks. Until then, this is Baylor Face, and of course, this is Skippy.
Good night, Baylor face.
Okay, well, we're saying goodnight. Baylor Face and Skippy saying goodnight from somewhere outside of Austin, Texas. Good night, Baylor Nation.
Good night.
Wherever you are.